Hello everyone, myself Navneet Kumar Singh and I am teaching you heat and mass transfer for your GATE examination. So my dear students, let us see a good question on shape factor. And this topic, which is shape factor, is much important for your GATE, my dear students. Much important for your GATE. I have already told you, and like simple questions will be asked in your GATE, my dear students. So please try number of questions so that you will be able to attempt all the questions and hope your concepts are clear for the shape factor. So let us see this question. Determine the shape factor F22 for the geometry as shown in figure. So he has shown this geometry. Okay. For this, let us take that particular figure is given to you. Okay. And in this geometry, that outside is that your cube, and inside of that cube there is a sphere of the same diameter which is equal to length of this cube, my dear students, length of this cube. So this inside there is your sphere, my dear students. So what he is asking? He is asking about the F22. So what is the area? That area of the sphere, outside area of the sphere is A1, and the inside area of that cube is A2. So he is asking about this view factor, that is F22, my dear students. He is asking F22. He is asking. So let us see how we can calculate this. So number first, let us see from the summation rule. From the summation rule, what we can have? What was your summation rule, my dear students? It was F11 plus F12 plus F13 and so on up to F1n. It was equal to 1, my dear students. But there is only two body enclosure, as we have only two body enclosure. So what will happen? We will not have all these factors and we will have F11 plus F12 is equal to 1, my dear students. That is for your body or surface 1. That is for surface 1. So similarly for body 2, that is area 2, that is for cube, my dear students. For cube that is area 2. What we will have? We will have F22 plus F21 is equal to 1, my dear students. F21 is equal to 1. But he is asking about the F22. So what will be F22? So this may happen that the radiation which is coming out from this may be falling on this also, and the radiation which is coming out from this may be falling on itself only. So we can conclude that that is F22, which is nothing but the self view factor for surface 2. Self view factor for surface 2 is, that is F22 is less than 1. It is not equal to 0 because some amount of radiation is also falling on itself, my dear students. So this will not be equal to 0. This F22 will not be equal to 0. It will be less than 1, my dear students. Okay. Now let us see. So if I will calculate F22, it will be given by 1 minus F21. So what is F11, my dear students? What is F11? So if you will see the self view factor for sphere, that is F11, there is no radiation which is coming out from this and falling on it. So there is no radiation like this, my dear student. There is no radiation like this, that coming from this only and falling on it. So there is no radiation like this. So self view factor for this, for sphere will be, that is F11 will be equal to 0, my dear students. Will be equal to 0 in this case. Okay. Now let us see. Will be equal to 0. Now, so what will be F21? So from, let us take it equation number 1. Let us take it equation number 2, my dear students. Equation number 2, equation number 3. So from equation number 1, from equation number 1, what we can have now, that f11 plus f12 is equal to 1. But that is becoming 0, my dear students. Self-Q factor for sphere is 0. So that implies f12 will be equal to 1. f12 will be equal to 1. So why we are calculating this? Let us see. If we will know that reciprocity theorem, so from reciprocity theorem, what we can have? We can have that a1 f12 is equal to a2 f21, but we have to calculate f22, and f22 can be calculated when we will know f21. So from here f12 we know, f21 can be easily calculated, my dear students. So what is the area A1 for sphere, my dear students? For sphere the area A1 will be given by what? This will be 4 pi r1 square, 4 pi r1 square, my dear students, multiply by f12 which is equal to A2. What will be the area? Because this is a cube, so this cube will have 6 sides, like 2 these, 2 these, and 2 these, my dear students. So this will be what? Like if it is having L length, so this area will be what? This area will be, that the front area will be what? L into L, my dear students. So this will be L square. So this will be L square, the back side will be L square, this side will be L square, this side will be L square, upper and top will be L square. So this will be the total curved surface, total area will be 6a square for this, 6a square, that is A side, but that is given to be L. So this will be 6L square, my dear students, multiply by f21, that implies, now let us see. So we know that d1 will be equal to nothing but 2r1. So can we calculate that 2 inside? So this will become pi d1 square. So this will become pi d1 square into f12 is equal to 1, my dear students, is equal to 6l square multiplied by f21. So from here the d is equal to L, my dear students. They have given the d is equal to L, so we can easily eliminate these terms. So f21 will be equal to nothing but pi by 6, my dear students, pi by 6. And from equation number 3 we can easily calculate f22. So from equation number 3, f22 will be nothing but 1 minus f21, which is equal to 1 minus pi by 6. So this will be equal to how much? Let us see. So this will be equal to how much? Let us see. So 1 minus this will be 0.476. So the value of f22 is coming to be 0.476, my dear students, 0.476. So like this you can easily calculate the shape factors for different shapes, my dear students, different shapes. Hope this concept is clear. Only you have to use your summation rule and reciprocity theorem, and you can easily calculate any shape factor, and then you can easily calculate the net radiative heat exchange between the surfaces, because you will need them, my dear students. Okay, so thank you so much.